How's it going, people? Who have we got in today? Who's here? When was the last time I was here? It's got to be a few days. At least. When was the last time I was here? Let's just check. The last time I was here was... Yes, bull. See, it's kind of thrown me off today because I can't break into Niall's stream. So... it's thrown me completely off. December 7th. When was that? Start of the week? Last week? Monday? I don't know. That was the last time I was on. And I was going to come on, but I've had just so much to do this week. So, I'm going to try and do a bit of Houdini, because I keep seeing it. So let's grab a browser window. And... oh, also, can you hear me? And is the audio level alright? Oh, this is awkward. I put a link into this earlier and it doesn't actually work. That's interesting. Ah, it's not Houdini now, it's a Houdini.how. Yeah, that's my bad. So I actually listed the link wrong, which probably doesn't help. I'm just correcting myself on Twitter. Houdini.how. Right, there we go. So yeah, this is what I want to have a go. I want to make one of these worklets. I don't know what to do with it though. But these are so cool. I guess I just need to pick something that kind of looks similar and just kind of go for it. Yeah, these are so good. Thing is, I think with these, there's just so much there. It's kind of like, it's almost a bit overwhelming. I don't really know what to do, what to go with. Yeah. Yeah. Can you animate this stuff as well? That's what I want to know. If you can use it directly as a background. Oh, the animation worklet isn't currently available. Okay. This is to use it. God, this is going to be interesting. Because this is like Whoa, completely new to me. How do I... Alright, I've done app property. I've played with this already. We already did the... We already did this, which uses the party property. The app property to make a party button. Get that around the right way. So we've done that. So we can tick this one off the box. I just kind of want to get involved and make one of these. See, I see Adam has these really cool ones, but I didn't know if he was doing... Let's go in a demo, have a little look. I could have swore I saw something being animated at one point, but I might be completely wrong. Cool. The one and only. Hey, if you read my article, it's all true. Like, I use Muesli all the time. I haven't had a look today, but there's always good stuff on there. There's always something you can make something from on here. Like, I don't know, if we had looks, like, there's a camper van. Could probably do something with that. It's like a tricks article. There's always something on here. This is a good article. Cyberpunk stuff. Xbox. I said there's always something. I haven't got any like great ideas looking at this as of yet. Normally something just springs to mind. Although I've already done a cyberpunk thing today. So, if you didn't see it, it was this one. Which is quite fun to make. Yeah, I made like these, I kind of made these a long time ago, but not properly. So I made them on a stream. It took me a couple of hours, and I sort of walked through how to dissect the code from the actual Cyberpunk site. So we did it, had a look at it, and it was like, yeah, it's quite cool. And I left it, and then I'm writing an article for a publication now, and they were like, oh, have you got anything Cyberpunk related? Because that's like the current in thing. And I was like, I've got just the thing. So yeah, I've been messing around with this, but I've actually rewrote them, and now they're solid, like actually work properly, because now the button background of the little tag is see-through, so you can see the gradient actually goes through it, and my originals don't do that. So this one's actually really good. I'm really happy with how it came out. But yeah, there's a big old article that I wrote. It's in the editing stages. Yeah, I thought in this, I don't really know my way around glitch. Can I, what does remix to edit do? You can now edit this project. Okay. Takes a minute, doesn't it? Alright, here we go. How do I run it though? I just want to see it running. Glitch options. Next to the code. Oh, here we go. Oh, does anyone else use this? Yeah, hopefully I can keep it going. if anyone sees this and wants me to come and make something or do something, just ping me. I'll be there. Yeah, I don't know how this one works. So this one's really cool, and I don't know how Adam's done it. And I was kind of going to dig in and see if I could work out how he's done it. Because there doesn't seem to be loads of code. So I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to sort of work out what's going on. Or at least get an idea of how I can sort of use it. Problem is I don't know. So I'm assuming that is probably the same. See, those two files are the same, right? But I don't really understand why. So I think that's like my issue. I feel like there needs to be like an actual how to, like, what am I doing here? How do I do it? Let's check out one of Una's and see what she's got going on. I appreciate that. I think that's quite funny though, because obviously I drop into a stream and then I was actually I was quite honored James had me back on, like, because I was only on his stream the other week talking about CSS transitions and animations, and yeah, it's quite funny, like, to go in and then I guess that's quite a nice thing of like, well, no, I'm not just the CSS guy. I can teach you a thing or two about other stuff. Biggest thing, well, calendar's going to free up a bunch. I've got this Learn with Jason stream next week, which is kind of I'm kind of prioritizing getting that sorted, but I've actually got it done. But that's like the thing I'm kind of focused on next, is getting that done on Thursday. And I've written some articles, but then the main goal at the moment is to get my site done. Then I can actually start writing up all this stuff. That's what I want to do. So yeah, Una's just got a demo here. And how's this working? See, I want to know if, like, you can do... So, like, this is static, right? This is one of Una's things, but if you did, like, at property... And I don't think this will work. If I did add property... confetti number... I doubt this will work, but we'll try it. And then I said, do you know what? I can't even remember how this works. How does it work? I've still got my head in like frame of motion land and React and stuff from the last little while. So if I throw in something like this, can you hear that hideous grating in the background? Or is that just me? Do let us know. I'm wondering if I can throw an app property in here and then animate the values. I don't know, it might not work. So what if I do animation scale? I'm just going to call it anything for now. 1s infinite linear. And then I'm just going to put it here. At keyframes scale from And let's say C number 0 to C number 80. And then we change this var C number. That is rad. I didn't think that would work. That's really cool. So you can butcher it. Oh wow. So yeah, you can plug an app property in to whatever you make, and then this is interesting. See, one of the ideas I had was, I wonder if I can create a worklet that will do the glitching for me. I'm kind of looking at other people. I want to have a look at other people's ones. See, so there's a cool one here where it's just like a load of noise. These ones where it's like lines. It's really cool. This one's rad. It's just like some boxes. What kind of effects should we make? I don't know. What about like... I'd like to do something that I could animate. Kind of how we're doing that one. Because this is pretty cool. I mean, we could even change this and do something really rad, like, I don't know, we'll go 30, 100, 50, and then I'll just like smash it to 200. It's so cool, so scattery. What happens if I like pump the speed up? That's so cool. I wonder how performant that actually is though, because it just looks crazy. See, like here, it's only linking out to one file. So I'm wondering... where are these going to take me? Yeah, look, there's barely anything to it. And it literally is a canvas. Context. Context. Oh, Paint literally just gives you access to a context. Ooh. If this is literally all you have to do, I'm in. Yeah, so was I. I really was. I think this is like... So this is like the flip side of my whole like ethos on the playfulness and code thing. Like this is kind of flipping it around, because normally I have an idea and I want something to make something, so I don't have any trouble coming up with an idea. Like I'm gonna make that, and this is what I'm gonna do with it. Whereas today it's like I'm gonna do something with that. I don't actually know what to do with it, which is quite interesting. So I've got an idea. I've kind of got an idea. I'm going to nick this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and run it locally and see if I can make this work locally. So we're going to pinch Una's code, see what I can come up with. That's the wrong command. Where are we? Oh, there's a sneak peek of what I did today. In fact, you can tell me if you think it's any good. So my idea for today was to do Santa's list to explain how CSS selectors work. So I've got this list, Santa's list. So this is nth child even. Then you have nth child odd. Then you can do nth child 0 through 12. Nth child like 2n plus gives you the offset. Then you can chain it, which is a really cool feature. Not a lot of people know about this one. If you do -1 and do something like n plus, I don't know, 2, you can do selecting like the 3rd to the 8th. Like, it's really cool. And then you can hit this and it will show you which numbers. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how this came out. I managed to throw it together in like an hour, which actually surprised myself, putting that one together. But I actually really enjoy doing these, purely because it kind of gives me some DOM practice, or like DOM things that I've forgotten how to do. So like in here, what I'm doing is I'm actually generating a style sheet. I'm generating a style sheet, and then what I do is I insert and delete a rule every time based on a string I create. And then to do this funky hover effect, well, that will be revealed on Learn with Jason next week, how you do that, because I'm using it for something else. But yeah, pretty cool. Quite happy with this one. But obviously I've not put it out there yet, into the universe. It's coming. But yeah, if it is understandable, then I will put it out, although I probably end up, I guess, doing one of those little accompanying videos at some point with it as well. Just because I think it's a bit easier if I explain it on the side. But yeah, I wish the chaining one, someone had told me this one a long time ago, or made it more clear, because this is something I often want to do, and I can never, I'm never sure how to do it off the top of my head. But now I've made this demo, like I don't think I'll forget now, because I've seen it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Although I've just noticed there's an issue there. -1 should still be, should remove the n and make it -n, but I can move that. Cool. It's throwing me off. What was I doing? I was grabbing Una's code, and I was dropping it into this pen that we're going to make. Oh yeah, because I was doing that. Cool. And this was open, so it threw me off. Right, where's our Houdini play box that we've just put together? That's the music. It sounds like someone's grinding away. So let's grab this. I'm just going to drop that into here. So I guess I'm going to do const register paint equal window.register paint if not register paint alert paint not supported. Right, let's see what happens. Paint not supported. Cool. So come into this one. Is there a polyfill being pulled in? No. Right, that's interesting. If not register paint. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh, there's definitely some extra stuff going on here. Not too much though. But is it pulling in the... It's type of register paint undefined, but... I don't know how that's working if... Because register paint isn't... So how... Okay, so worklet exists. Oh, this is funky. Oh, right, so this code is actually... Oof. So it's like a big string that's getting pushed in. Oh wow, this is interesting. So the paint worklet. It says though here, right? I don't know how it's getting passed in. Add worklet, module blob, blob worklet, application JavaScript. I feel like there's something going on here that I can't see. But there isn't any... Yeah, there's nothing in the head. There's no CSS extras and there's no JS extras. So is this just how it works? You create a worklet and then you just bash it in. I guess that's how it works. I take this and I'm going to stick it into stylus. And it should just work. It shouldn't really care. And then I'm just going to take this. And yeah, I'm just going to drop it in here. Although it's not going to enjoy it. Because Pug's going to be like, what are you doing? Cool. So it is working. I've got it working locally. That's nice to see. Oh wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I kind of want to see what it looks like in a dark mode as well. How's that going to look? HSL 0010. Oh, look at that. That's so neat. That looks beautiful. Switch that out for sans serif. Yeah, that is pretty. Can I do like... Yeah, you can as well. What's the... That's a good point. So how is this being applied? It's being applied to the H1, so let's just apply it to the entire body. Does it not like it? Although, I guess because of that. Oh, that looks funky. I don't know if it just can't handle it. I don't think there's anything special happening here. Position relative. I'm just going to try and like match what's happening here. There's this eye thing, but we don't have eye anymore. So I don't think it's that. Change it back to H1 and just see what happens. If it still works, I haven't broken anything. That's interesting. I figured you'd be able to apply it to the entire body. Is it because... I don't know. Let's say, is it because the body has viewport units on it, but... There's nothing particularly interesting about these styles compared to these styles that I can see. Unless I do... Although that's not going to make a difference. It would be cool to see it applied to the entire body. Let's just try that. Is it completely broken? No. Oh, but this is because of the cascade. And it doesn't like that. So you do that and then it... That's interesting. Because the animation is technically happening on here as well. I wonder why that doesn't work. That is, yeah, a conundrum. It would be rad to see it work on the entire screen like that. I wonder what it is. I mean, none of them properties. I wonder, out of curiosity, if I apply it to a div. So let's say we apply it to dot container and not h1. Oh, that works. Okay. So it's probably you just can't apply it to body. So if I did 100 VH and width 100 VW and I do display, display flex, although that might not have worked because it could just be the H1. Nah, there we go. Whoa, that's funky. That's really cool though. So I guess what we need to do now is work out how we're going to do our own worklet. I wonder if there's a nicer way to do to actually work with this though. I don't really want to write it all into a string. That seems kind of weird. There must be a way to work on this and then pull it in and drop it in there. Yeah, pretty cool how this is just some CSS that just run in that. It's crazy. Thank you, Una, for your demo. Yeah, it does look a bit wild. I mean, probably not the best for the old accessibility here, but let's see if I can take this out of this little closure loop and see what happens. I think it will still work. Yep. I just want a way to get this out of here, really. It doesn't look great. But I can deal with it, so... What kind of effect should we make? That's kind of what I'm... What about like... Just as a silly example, what about like an equalizer, and when you hover over it, it does like the equalizer bars, but on a button? Something like that. I think that's doable. So if because we know that these are like the initial parameters, right? So if we just take this out for a second, because we're just animating it like madmen, and then you can see how this kind of works. Like, it's built for static stuff, right? So you can just do like crazy paint, like, oh, it's so cool. But it's been a while since I've messed around with canvas, but I don't forget it. Like, in fact, like my first, oh, that's made me think. Maybe I could do, so some of my first code pens were, this is going a bit back now. Let's see if I can get some, yeah, let's see if I can get a little bit of inspiration from my old canvas stuff. I've got an idea. Here's a spoiler alert for what's coming. Date created sort. So I got this one. There's going to be some kind of funky looking demos back here, because this is like when I first started putting stuff up. Keeping an eye out for any canvas stuff. I'm not seen any yet. Where is it? It was pretty early on. This would be a cool one. Oh my gosh, we could do like a white noise hover. That would be pretty rad. I wonder how that would work. We could give it a go. That is a color square. Oh, that white noise idea is pretty neat. You could hover a button and then it could just do the white noise. I wonder if you could animate it on... Well, yeah, you're just changing it, so no reason why not. We'll have a look, see. What else do we have? We've not really hit the canvassy stuff yet. I could have swore it was earlier than this. Ah, here we go. This is all my old canvassy stuff. Was that it? I might not have published it all. This is the other idea. I reckon we could do something like this. Oh, I could do a raining button. That would be cool. fire button. There was one there with worms on it. There we go. That's one you could do. Embers. I'm thinking of like the classic, you know, like the jump to light speed. I'm pretty sure I have a demo for that somewhere. It's got to be in here. When would I have made that? Just not long after I bought the house. When was that? What kind of demos was I making then? It's a bit after this. Do you know what? That'd be a cool one to do as well. Ah, here we go. Around this time. Yeah, that's a good idea. So this is, I don't know what I'm using for this. So I'm using green silk, which is going to be out of the question. I'm going to have to... This is doable as well. This is just a line drawn from one spot to another on a canvas. Pretty sure this would be quite doable, like an electric button. This is just snakes. This is how you, I don't know, like if you've not played with canvas yet, like a lot of it is just messing around and coming up with weird little effects that you just didn't even anticipate making, but they're often the best ones. This one's cool. This one I made like, so you can blast it right up and it's just like embers off of a, kind of like off of a fire. I did think about having this as like a background on my site at one point, but I just never got around to doing it. Rain, that's another good idea. Equalizer, I think this is doable. CodePen logos. What's this one? Star trails. Oh, this gets really messy really quick. Nothing in this one. Oh no, there we go. Little stars that shoot off all over the place. And then this one's pretty... Yeah, I wonder what the best way to do... I think this one's probably doable. Like a white noise effect. I think this could be really cool. Although I don't know what... I'm just firing an animation frame in there. Let's just, do you know what? Let's just get hands dirty with the context and see what we get. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about here is that I'm not actually going to be able to see these things. I'm going to be doing it blind, which I'm kind of worried about. I'm hoping that's not the case. Oh, phew, it's not the case. I was a bit worried then. Oh, that's rad. So you get height and width, and then you get all these properties that you can use. And then you get, I don't know what this part is. What the style property... Oh, this is the actual props, I guess. But you can read them anyway from above, if I'm right in thinking. because technically you have access to them from here, right? Oh no, properties.get. All right, cool. So I am going to, this is going to be, all right, for var p, we're going to do p because we're cool. We're not cool, we're just bucking the trend. We're going to do p is less than size.height times size.width, which is going to be huge. P plus plus. So that's going to loop over every pixel. And then all I want to do is paint a thing on every line or every square. Do you know what, actually, for the first one, let's just do, because they're doing line width, I'm going to do paint a red square. So what would it be? ctx.fillRect 0, 0. Do you know what? I'm just going to do 10, 10. And I'm going to do ctx.fillStyle equal red. I just expect a red square in the top right, top left. There we go, cool. So if I do, this is going to be awkward though. If I work out the x and y, const x equal, what would it be? P modulo x. And then I do 1, 1, and I do let's say, can you do HSL? Yep, HSL. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Can I do that? Don't know if this is going to work. I do HSL 0%. Get random. Oh, that's not going to work. That's why it's been done like this, I think. Okay, cool. We'll do HSL 0%. Yeah, get ready for some trippy effects. Niall's on the vodkas tonight. That's why he's not streaming. He's doing a party or something. Exclamation. But the he asked me about streaming tomorrow, and I was like, oh man, I can't, because I got a game tomorrow, and the time he said is when I've got to be there. So I was like, oh, that is a shame. But we are going to get something sorted at some point. Let's see what that does. Didn't like it. Cannot access X before initialization. Oh, it's P modulo size.width, that's why. Aha. There is some white noise. However, totally doable. I think this is size dot height. Ah, kinda. I bet it's like not enjoying how much it's working. Although it would probably be much easier if I put it on a button. So if I did like button tune, and then we apply it to the button. I mean, I'd love to, but I just don't have time. Time is a commodity that I don't have a lot of. Oh, I've written that twice. In autopilot. Let's do a font size of like 2 rem. One rem, 2 rem, border radius 10 pixel. Font weight, bold. Font family, sans serif. I guess I'm quick enough without it. I don't know. It's never really seemed like something I need to do. I feel like I'm missing something here. I'm going to double check. Yeah, Y isn't right. I didn't think it was. I know where I have the answer because I can't work it out in my head now. But I've done this kind of thing here. Or at least I think I've done this kind of thing here. Math.floor. There we go. Oh, and it's over width. Huh. That's where I'm going wrong. It's math.floor p over size.width. Although, oh yeah, we need to actually go back. That looks better. And then if I do like only up to, I don't know, 20 or even like 30. Oh, that is rad. Is that changing every time I? Yeah, it actually is as well. That is cool. No, you know me, I'm happy to talk about whatever. I prefer it that people come on and just chat anything or talk about anything. So, I don't know. I don't actually know. Who are they scheduled to lose against this week? Burnley on Sunday, so that's a loss. How about Newcastle? Who they got? West Brom tomorrow at 3. That's a win, isn't it? West Brom, you'll beat them. Nah. You'll play that and you'll win that. 100%. Nah. So I'm going to call it my own thing, and now it will break. Cool, that's what I expected. God, this one's a bit too, what we got? We got any electronic? I'm playing tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. Not that I'm aware of yet. Normally at the weekend I try to take a bit of downtime. I did realise that I said I'm going to do these CSS tips like every day, and that includes the weekend, and that's not really something I would do. So I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, I got a habit of doing that. We'll see though. I don't know. I think you'd still, on terms of music, you'd still get taken down. This is the closest thing I've found. Well, you'd get everything muted, which is kind of not ideal. It's derailed me. What do I need to get? This. See, I want to get an upper and a lower, a constant lower. Noise lower. Does that work? All right, so we're back. My question is, how do I make it so that I can animate the noise? Yeah, but you'd still get muted. The only reason you don't get this one muted is because it's made by Twitch. A white noise button. That's so cool. Oh, I freaking love that. That is so cool. I absolutely love that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do button hover. That is rad. Ah, so cool. I guess now as well, like I can just add some extras. So I can just do like a box shadow 0, 0, 10px -5 red, just to see where it is. I always get this wrong. I think it has to come down. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look, I always get that part wrong. So if I go like 6, 12. Well, no, because you're technically streaming copyrighted music, which is why you get taken, why people get their VODs muted. That's just the nature of copywriting. I need to find a better way of doing this. Some kind of neat. I need like a neat looking shadow on this. Where was that party button? Oh, I have a nice shadow on this one. How was I doing that? Oh, because I'm using the blur as well. That's why. That's what I'm missing. So if I like blur it out. Whoa, I've just lost my mouse. Alright, there we go. Wrong one. HSLA. I don't know, I think technically it makes sense for it to be like 100. Well, pretty much, yeah. That's how it works. What if I do... You can't. You can't, unless you start your own music label and do it yourself. What if I do like... Start with 50. Is that right? Yeah, and then button hover lightness 100. Doesn't seem to be getting any brighter, does it? Have I broken something? Yes. It doesn't understand HSL. Oh, because I'm in silly stylus land. Well, no, but if you want to, I don't know, I just suggest going and looking at like how copyright works. Like copyright law. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I can't just start playing Spotify for everyone because you just get muted. I think you go muted, suspended, then you probably get your account taken down. I kind of want it to feel like you know how that kind of classic, like you see people sitting in front of the white noise TV and it kind of bursts out. I think that's kind of the vibe I'm going for here. Yeah, that's why I'm not sure. I think, yeah, maybe. I think that probably makes more sense, doesn't it? But I don't know how it's going to look. We're probably going to have to like spread a bit more. And then it's going to look a bit weird. But I guess that does actually make sense, doesn't it? As opposed to my normal styler button, which would be like... a negative doesn't really work here. And then I guess on active we could do something like transform scale 0.9 box shadow, and then if I just pull it right in, I think this is the spread, so I'm just going to do var spread. Calc var spread times 1 pixel. And then if I do spread of 14, and then when you do a spread of 0, that looks funky. It's because transform hasn't been set. Now it should look alright. I don't know, the transform probably a little bit too much. That is cool. That's fun. probably speed that up though. It's probably too slow. I feel like the scale is like, it must be just because the border's so big. It looks like that's not, it's just the box shadow that makes all the difference. Because if I change the spread, well, 109, it's going to look wild. That looks crazy. Take it down to like 10. Yeah. It is blues all day. I'm a bit of a blue switch fan. I'm really happy with this. I guess I'll pass it on to Adam and Co. and see if it's actually right or what I need to do to it. Because I guess it's kind of there, but it's just going to need some tweaks. Silvers? I don't know if I've ever heard of silvers. So we can officially say we've done a Houdini Paint button now. That didn't even take that long. That was quite good. I'm quite impressed with that. It would probably make sense for me to actually tell you what I did there though. So, because I kind of glossed over that. I was too excited and I just dug in, because there isn't actually a lot of code needed to do what I've just done there. So let me actually tell you what I did. What I actually did. So essentially, I think what the Paint Worklet does is it gives you the ability to use the element like a canvas. And how canvas works is you grab a context. Yeah, sure, I'll go through. So I think this is how I perceive it. I've only looked at worklets very briefly before. But here we're registering some properties, which is how you can use the app property, which is what we're doing here. So this is like the JavaScript way of writing this, I believe. Then this is the magic part, the worklet. So the worklet, essentially what's happening here is we create a class, and then these input properties match up to the properties in the CSS. This is how I interpret it. And then we have this paint method on the class, which gives you access to the context, the size of the actual element, the thing that you're going to paint to. And then the properties, which is the actual, these properties, the values for them. Then you can grab those properties and do what you want with them. So parsing here, we're doing parsing properties.get, noise lower, noise upper. And then this is like a very basic example of something to do with context. So white noise is actually something quite basic to draw in Canvas, because essentially all we're doing is saying grab the canvas, and this is what it gives us. It actually does a little bit for us here, because normally when you create a canvas, you have to grab the context and then use it. But here they give you the context out the box. And what we're saying is, because the context will be the width and height of the element in pixels, all I'm saying is for every pixel, so size.height by size.width, iterate over every pixel and paint it a random shade of grey, which is this part, HSL 00, get a random, and then I'm saying lower and upper. So it could be anywhere between 20 and 80 in lightness, and then paint it to the X and Y coordinate, and that's it. That's literally it. That's all that happens. So I think we got time that we could probably try and mess around and do another one. And let's try. The cool thing is, I've got so many ideas off of this now. I've seen how accessible it is to start playing with. We could do some crazy things with this. I'm kind of drawn to creating a matrix button. So the whole like scaling letters, but I don't think you get. I don't know how well that would work. But you could animate equalizer bars, I think. If I did like 5 EQ bars and did them up and down maybe. Oof. There's a lot of fun you can have with this. Matrix AR. I have had my head in some AR stuff lately, because I've been doing a the client work I did is like AR. I don't know if it's live yet. Should we find out? I'm gonna have a little look. Doesn't look like it's live yet. Be cool to show that off when it goes live. I'll show you some of the stuff I've been working on. That has some AR stuff in it, but I didn't write that part. But it's pretty cool. Let me tidy up these styles before I send them off. So we don't actually need the H1 anymore. We can get rid of that. Container, we'll keep that. We've got the active, the body. I'm wondering what that will look like as 5, just a bit darker. Drop that into there. View the compiled CSS. Come back out. View the uncompiled stylus. Drop it back in. Convert it back to CSS. Save and close. Now we should be good. Change that. Get rid of all the prefix stuff because we don't need it. Basically, I'm trying to strip this down so I can send a demo or make a PR for the demo, because I think it's quite a cool one. And if it isn't, I will try and clear it up so it passes. It's done something really weird here, hasn't it? It's like doubled up on some stuff. Right, let's get that out. That looks good. Oh. Oh, it stopped. Stopped working. That's interesting. Oh, the double colon, that could be it. No, it stopped working. Ooh. Oh. Need to rename that. That's so cool. I'm still amazed by how quick it was to create that. Swap that out to basic HTML. Boom. That's cool. What should we try and make? I feel like we should make another one. What about... I feel like we should try and make the EQ bars and see how it works. I think they'll be easier to make. Well, no, they won't be easier, but they'll be quite similar. Let's do... First of all, let's check that in. White noise button. Houdini. Push that up. Alright, so that is live. And do you know what? I'll drop a link just in case people want to take it and mess around with it. Break it. I mean, the cool thing with that is you could even do, just to show you how easy it is to change that. In fact, I'll do it here so you can see it. Let's do cp minus rf source. What was it? Houdini. Can't remember what it was now. Houdini worklet fun. Oh, this is not going to work. It's not going to work because I haven't done it. Because that doesn't exist. Alright, make create pen EQ button. I think that's what we're going to go with. But I might do rainbow button. And then let's do EQ button Houdini. Make develop pen equal EQ Houdini. You can't even see what I'm up to. There you go. EQ button Houdini. Off it goes. We're back. Close this one down. I want to show you how it'll look if you went to town and made it a little bit more interesting. What you could do, you could say make that 80%. And then you could do get random 0.0359 plus. And then you got colors. It's like Skittles. How cool does that look? And then I'd probably be like, change the color. How big did you make the button? Huge. It probably does get a bit angry because there's so many particles. Oh, you doubled the padding. Let's see. 4 rem, 8 rem. Yeah. It's not a big fan of that. It's quite cool though how you can push it. Maybe we need to add some like performance to it. So how would we go about creating like extra bigger sized cells? We need to work out how to do a bigger grid then, really, don't we? So let's actually spend time doing that instead then. It'd be good if we could get some kind of performance. So like if I was to change it to 2, I'd actually need to skip every how am I going to do that? So let's say like if we said the limit was, or we said if we said cell size is 1, for that case, see P++ is just essentially the same as this, right? Or am I just, okay. Is it just broken? Okay, I've broken something else here. Well, that's interesting. What did I break? Unexpected identifier. Oh, because it's outside. That's my plan. I keep forgetting we're in a class. So yeah, that won't work. And you can't just pump it up by 2. But if you do that, it should work. Hello? Why is that not working? I don't get this. Oh, something's blown up. I think I've just killed the browser somehow. As you do. Alright, we're back in the room. So if I change to 2, how am I going to do... This is where I need to think about how I do this. Basically, you got to skip it. It's like if... It's like if x modulo cell size does not equal 0, return. Maybe not. Console.info x modulo cell size. Yeah, should work, shouldn't work, should work, shouldn't work. Maybe if I do if x modulo cell size equals 0, paint. That looks better. So if I now up that to be like 10, yeah, that's better. So now we should like get away with the, now if I up the padding to like 4 rem and 6 rem, it's okay with it because we've changed the density. Cool. We do need to change the Y though as well, so the Y would need to match. So we'd need to do and Y modulo cell size equals 0. Yes, that's so cool. So now I could just do like cell size is 2, cell size is 50. Boom. That was much quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, my buttons are working. And then the rad part is I can take this from here. So if I register it as noise size and I do it as initial value 2, it doesn't work. But it's fine because I think I need to say it here. Or does it just not like it? I swear that's the right thing. I think I've done the right thing there, but... Oh, it doesn't have this one. Okay, cool. So I'm actually missing a piece. I need that like that. That is rad. How cool is that? So that means that technically, if I drop that into our new button, wherever it is, gosh, gonna have to find it now. Houdini white noise button, cool. If we drop that into there, it doesn't like something. Oh, because we've put it in the wrong place. Alright, if we drop that into there, and take this and drop this into here, it's going to blow up and not like what we've done. Oh, because this will need to change back to stylus, and then we'll take it back around again. Neatos. So we, yeah, get rid of the little rainbow effect piece we did. And we just swap that for 0. And we swap that for 0 too. I guess the cool thing is here, like, you could do different things here. So you could have colorful white noise actually built into this. Yeah, do you know what? Let's take this and make it really usable. So let's do or don't know how to do it. We could do like noise hue lower 0, noise hue upper 100, and this will be like all oranges and yellows then. And then we could do noise saturation lower, noise saturation higher, and then we'll just change these to noise lightness lower and lightness. I guess we should do, let's change this one to upper. Right. And then if we come back in here, we can just register all these other ones in. It's a bit long, but it means we're going to end up with something that's really powerful. So let's register these together. Drop them back. So we'll have hue, and then we'll do saturation, upper and lower, and then what else did we say? We've got hue, saturation, lightness. I want to call this like cell size, and just noise. Right. I kind of feel weird with these around this way, so I'm going to do lower, then upper. Although, what's happened there? I'm missing something, aren't I? Yep. That's why it looks weird. Lightness upper, lightness lower. 2080 saturation upper. Hue. I'm going to move it manually this time. I just don't like doing it like that normally. noise cell size. Right. Now if we register them all in here, but I'm going to do it like this because I want to see them. Cell size, push that up, and then we've got lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, hue, hue, saturation, saturation, lightness, lightness. And then I can actually just grab those properties. So lightness lower, lightness upper, lightness lower, lightness upper. If it's a virtual one, I'm a little bit disappointed. And when I say a little bit disappointed, I'm very disappointed. As if he's abandoned us on a Friday night, you know. Left us at home. No, I am kind of looking forward to making some stuff on YouTube there. That's going to be cool. This looks good. Right, cool. So, hue lower, hue upper. And then it's going to be the same deal here to not get invited. I don't know, probably not. I'd probably just do both. That's kind of the issue I have, because like people normally say like I should do YouTube, but I like the integration stuff. Haha. Look at that. Now it's like a fire button. Now I can do some really cool stuff. If I take the saturation off, grayscale. Now I could just do like a blue range. And I bump the saturation to 80. Oh man, that's so cool. That's fun. That's so cool. I can just do red. And then I might do like a cell size of like 4. That is fun. I'll take that off and then do like 30 to... It's cool because now I can just like change the darkness, the lightness. Super rad. I really, really, Really enjoy this. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like, but it's freaking cool. I didn't think I'd actually get anything made, if I'm honest. If I switch that back to CSS, and now I can strip out the stylus, just because I think it's going to make more sense if I open a PR for this that it's just plain CSS. But I don't know why it adds 2 there, kind of weird, but it's like there, it's added 2. I don't know if that's a code pen thing doing that. Change that to noise. Cool. I love it. What happens if I make it slow? But if I do it like 1, it's really quick. Oh, so cool. You can just tinker with that for ages. I think we should have a go quick at doing the... I think we should have a quick go at doing EQ bars. Yeah, let's have a quick go at EQ bars. I love the fact that we were going to do EQ and I've gone off and done this instead of EQ. So now I'm going to have to make another one. Alright, make create pen equal EQ button Houdini actual ones. CP minus RF. I'll fix this all one day. EQ button Houdini star source EQ button Houdini actual make develop pen equal EQ button Houdini actual. Cool. Alright, we're back in the room. We've got this going. But let's see if we can make, or at least get some kind of proof of concept in place for how we might do like an equalizer bar. So my initial thought was something like so there's 7 colors in the rainbow. I was kind of thinking of doing like a rainbow equalizer. So there's 7 colors in the rainbow, and then we can do ctx.fill style equal, and then do const colors equal, what do we have? Red, orange, third time lucky, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Right. And if we just say it's colors P, and then we do ctx dot fill rect 0. Oh, this will be interesting. If we do let's just do it upside down for the moment. So if we do P times P over size.width over 7, 0 size.height, no. It will be size.width over 7, size.height. Let's see what that gives us. Cool, so that gives us a rainbow button. As easy as that. It's just freaking ridiculous. And then what we could do is change the height. Which would be pretty cool. So then I could be like rainbow, and then if I change the background color, so let's give the background color something let's go with like a blue. Yeah, it kind of works. And then we can change our colors here. But the thing I'm quite interested to do would be to have actual heights applied in here. So it's tricky here because what you need to do is kind of do, so like if I was to do a random, and I'm going to carry on using Una's random thing, if I was to do like a random between 20, or if I do size.height 0.2 size.height, and then I say it would have to start at size.height minus height. Yeah, that puts them on the bottom, which is what we want. That is freaking cool. How do you do canvas gradients? Oh yes, I think we know what's coming here. if I do grd ctx dot create linear gradient, what is that doing though? Saying, what are those parameters? Oh, here we go. Creates a linear gradient. I want to know what those x1, y1. I need to find out what this does or how. Here we go. I just want to know what the x and the y does. The x coordinate, the start point. Ah, right. I could just do the whole thing then, right? I could just do 0, 0, size dot width, size dot height. And then just add a color stop. And I assume they're just like the start and end. So grid.add color stop 0 green, grd.add color stop 1 red, grd. Ooh, kinda, almost. How do I rotate it though? How do I rotate it? I need you to go like that. How does that work? Create linear gradient. Can you tell me how to bend it? Oh man, rotate linear gradient HTML canvas. Oh wow, this looks with math, brilliant. Add the color stops. Fill style is the gradient. What? Good. There must be a way of doing this. That's just going across. There's got to be a way of doing this. Is that not just the code we just saw? Yeah. I guess because I'm saying X, I guess X would actually be up. I don't know, what if I do that? Does it don't really help? But it's kind of from that top corner now instead. Size.width over 2. Oh, it's a bit better. Well then I guess this will be that as well, right? That's what we want. And it actually starts at size.height and goes to 0, right? Right. This is cool. Man, I think I could just spend ages playing with this stuff. So now if I just add some color stops. So what I was thinking of, greed, add color stop, and I guess it'll be like 0.6. I'm just guessing this is how it works, but I'm pretty sure this is how it works. On a 0 kind of basis. There we go. That is rad. And then I can add my own colors for this. And then what I do is I just update the EQ bar widths and heights. I can animate them. So if I did like EQ trip, and then I did EQ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do... Oh, this is going to be interesting, actually. How am I going to do that? I want to set it to each one. Enjoy, sir. I'll be off in a second anyway. I'm just going to try and put this together because it's... I'm having too much fun now. So if I then change that to EQ, what I'll do is I'll do EQ. I'm just going to register a load of these as the 7 things, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do EQ1, EQ2, EQ3, EQ4, I have no idea how this is going to work actually. It's going to be a bit weird. I guess we're kind of pushing it to its limits. See what I can get away with. 1, 2. I'm going to do HSL 140, 80, 50. And end the quote there. Probably take that down a bit actually. 40, 60. I've got to try and make the back pop. Not pop, wrong word. I'll try and make the back not take over too much. And then see, that's going to be interesting actually. Because I only want to grab, so the height is going to be properties dot get. And actually, I need to change something. It's going to be... How do we do it on our button? Oh man, where did it go? Where are you? It's going to be properties.get. Passing properties.get. Pass in EQ dash plus P. That will actually be what it is, and I'm going to have to change these to actual numbers so I can use the loop. Which is a bit annoying because I spent ages writing them out, but cool, so they're in the right spot, although 0 isn't there because, oh, that makes sense. That should be p minus 1. Ooh, no it won't, it'll be p plus 1. There we go. And I don't know how this is going to work, so I think this is where it's kind of cool. So what I could do in trip, if I do EQ1, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know if this will work, but we're going to find out. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm pretty sure that isn't going to work. Okay, that's really interesting. I did not expect that to work. But it did. Which is kind of cool. Oh wow, that is so cool. I did not expect that to work. Oh, that is rad. That's so cool. So now I can just like, oh man, this is fun. So now I can just make intermediate states just like in the middle. So if I do like 37.5, what's between 50 and 75, 62.5, and then 87.5. This means I can actually just make like random let's just throw in anything. 20, 95, 4, 43, 15, 74, 54, 55, 26, 82. Let's just see what that does. How cool is this? Oh man, this is fun. That is cool. Just with some CSS. It's right. Oh no, it's beach balling. Oh no, it's cool. I love it. I'm going to call it there before I just carry on forever doing these. Oh, so cool. Absolutely love this. Thanks for thanks for tuning in, and yeah, catch you all on the next one, hopefully. I've learnt an absolute bundle in this stream, so my Houdini fear is kind of gone, which is nice. Yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one, hopefully. So thanks for tuning in, and stay awesome, peeps.